Last time on Dice Versa. You're currently aboard a shuttle called the Sundering Eclipse.
So my character is Nevessa Voss. She is a human female, and mechanically speaking, her class is an envoy.
Ukko, Taranis-Bronte. Yes, silver, scales, skin, dragonkin soldier of the dragon blood theme.
Mishka is a Vlaka. They're essentially anthropomorphic wolves, so he's kind of a survivalist.
Alert! Alert! Hostile scallywags detected.
And they close in rapidly and let off a volley of laser blasts that narrowly miss your ship.
There's nobody aboard them ships.
So there's nobody piloting those. Are they drones then?
And you break this ship into smoldering rubble as well.
Now what?
So you all disembark from the Sundering Eclipse and step out onto solid ground for the first time in 6 days. And you can see these pink trees that stretch upward into the fog. And it's so dense, the fog is so dense that you can barely see 30 feet ahead of you. And you can feel the ground underneath your feet is soft, nice and soft soil with some fungus growing out of it. And you can see some pink pine needles mixed in with the yellow fungus. So let's go ahead and get some just general survival checks, some orienteering checks to see, how well you guys can place yourselves basically and navigate towards the colony.
Yeah, baby. Ooh, there we go. I got a 24 for Mishka.
Mishka, you're able to very easily just say, all right, we need to go this way to get to Madelon's Landing, the colony. Are you guys doing anything else as you are disembarking from the ship and stepping out onto, like I said, solid ground for the first time in 6 days?
Ukko stretches his wings out wide, finally in open air. Oh, jeez.
I think I would like to look around and kind of open up to any signs of life or movement or any sort of intelligence I can pick up.
So you can make a few checks here. You can make a general perception check, as well as either a physical science or a life science check.
Let's start with just a perception check to look around. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Like I said, you see these trees stretching up into the fog. Can't really see too far ahead of you, but you do notice that as the fog sort of brushes against your skin, you feel this slight tingling sensation.
Curious. Now can I follow that up with a life science?
Sure.
Scientific name? Fogus tinglius.
I rolled a 9.
You don't really know too much about the life on Nakondis. There hasn't been too much information for you guys to really find out about this planet as you were on your way here, and you can't really tell what sort of creatures are going to be here, but just judging by the general atmosphere and the temperature, you are expecting that there is going to be life, for sure, and that it will probably be slightly familiar, at least.
Is there any way for Mishka to gauge if there's any threats or anything in this environment?
Yeah, go ahead and make a physical science check.
That's a 23.
You are fairly certain that this planet being as temperate as it is, there's not going to be any real environmental dangers.
Okay.
There's something definitely weird about the fog. In fact, actually, I'll tell you with that 23, you also feel this tingling sensation, maybe on the tip of your nose since you're covered in fur, but you feel it on the tip of your nose, and you can actually recognize that as a very low-level electrical charge.
Would that be something that Mishka knows is unnatural?
I mean, with that 23, I'm going to say that you feel like it's such a low-level charge that it must be coming from the atmosphere or...
Like the fog or something?
Yeah, the fog itself is naturally charged with a very low-level electricity, not to a point where it's going to be dangerous to you guys at all, but it's noticeable.
Do you all feel that? The air feels curious here.
Yes, but I feel it's natural. Maybe not something we should be too worried about, but it's good to know.
I don't like it. It's like my whole body's in a sock and I'm rubbing on a carpet.
Well, hopefully it won't be a problem, my friends. Shall we continue?
That's why we're here.
Yes, lead on.
Very well.
Ukko will keep an eye out for any trouble. Not that he's the best perceptive person, but that's what he's being paid to do.
Roll a perception, and we'll just use that as like a passive as you guys are going through.
For everybody?
For everybody who's trying to keep an eye out, basically. So, Ukko, you got an 18, and Mishka is a 10.
So close to being another natural 20. It's a 7.
All right, so you guys set off to the west toward Madelon's Landing, and you feel that electric tingle of the fog as you plod along through the wilderness. Mishka, you estimate that it's going to take about an hour to trek the 3.5 miles to the colony.
All right, friends. I don't know who attacked us, but I feel we should probably be careful. Try to keep a low profile as we trudge forward. I would like to do a stealth check.
I would like to just keep a psychic eye out for anything moving or living or thinking, so I just want to be perceptive.
28 stealth, baby.
All right, so you guys kind of lose sight of Mishka as he ducks into the foliage around you, while Nevessa, you just sort of send out these psychic pings into the foggy ether, trying to feel out any sort of thinking creature that might be out in the fog here. We're just going to continue using that previous perception check that you rolled, though, so you don't get too much coming back as you send these psychic waves out. However, after about 20 minutes, Ukko, you do hear some muffled voices coming from a clearing up ahead.
Hey, you guys hear that? Sounds like voices ahead.
Let me go ahead, see if they're friendly or if they're armed. Maybe we can figure out an approach then.
Very well then, Mishka. If you get into trouble, just holler.
Will do.
So Mishka, you sneak up ahead, sticking to the foliage, and you see 3 armed individuals wearing gray and green armor, and they have rifles strapped across their chests and backs. And they also have some knives on their hips, and they seem to be patrolling the area.
Do I know if the colony has any particular markings or anything like that, or...?
You would probably assume that they have the Abadar Corp logo on them, since they're the ones setting up this colony.
Would their patrols have that logo as well?
Make a culture check.
I don't have that trained.
I'd say you can still make the check. The DC is 10.
17.
You do know that Abadar Corp is very good about labeling everything.
Okay.
They like putting their logo on everything they can. So you would assume that they probably would have their logo on their armor, weapons, whatever. These 3 individuals do not have any Abadar Corp logos on them.
Can I see any insignias on them or anything?
Not really.
Okay.
They're wearing this pretty plain gray armor with green trimmings on it. Mm-hmm. You can see that they have like red lights embedded into the metal in certain places, but other than that, there's not really any logo or indication of who these people are.
And I wouldn't know what their uniform is.
No, you definitely do not recognize these uniforms.
But I can tell it is a uniform, right? Like all 3 are wearing more or less the same thing.
All 3 of them are wearing the exact same armor and have the exact same weaponry.
All right. I'll return to the other 2. I saw the patrol. There's 3 of them. I do not believe that they're with the colony. So if we're going to approach them, we should be very careful. That, or perhaps we can try going around them.
I'm not really a quiet guy. I'm kind of big and heavy and loud.
Okay.
But I can fly. I can fly for a while. I can take Nevessa with me and maybe we can fly over or something.
Yes, we could attempt to slip by unnoticed.
I feel like they might see you if you try to fly over.
Well, the fog might help as long as I'm not too loud in the sky, so...
That is true. Good point. Okay, well, if you want to try that, you can do. I can try to follow you on foot as quietly as possible. If they give us no other choice, we can return fire if they do so upon us.
Well, how about this? Mishka, you are fairly adept at moving unseen, and you've got a long-range weapon, yes?
Yes?
Why don't you scout ahead for a clearing for Ukko and me to fly ahead to? Because we probably don't want to spend too much time up in the fog. With visibility low like that, we don't know what we'll be flying into. So perhaps if you can get by unseen, we can attempt to follow, and if anything goes south, you can set yourself up in an advantageous position to use said long-range weapon.
Perhaps this can be done. Very well. Give me a moment and I will try to find a space. If you hear guns, probably come get me. Alrighty. So I guess I will try to stealth ahead and find a clearing.
Alright. Make another stealth check.
Stealth boy. That's a 15.
Okay, you're trying to sneak past these guys and find a place for everybody to regroup?
Yeah.
Alright. These armed individuals continue their patrol, and as you try to sneak forward, two of them do not notice you. However, as you rustle through the bushes, the bottommost one, who we're going to call Soldier C, turns and hears you in the bushes and raises her weapon as she begins slowly creeping forward and shoves her gun into the bushes, poking you with the edge of her rifle.
Damn, alright, so they clearly see me.
They definitely know there's something in the bushes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have a very short time to react right now.
Alright, I'm gonna growl at them.
Okay. So go ahead and make a... I think this should be an intimidate.
Okay.
Actually, Mishka, you can make a bluff check or an intimidate check. I'll leave it up to you.
They are the same thing for me right now. Let's go with bluff. That's an 11.
Oh no.
You make your best growl. Deep, guttural, doggy growl. And the other two immediately spread out and drop into attack positions. And the third one takes a sudden step back and goes to pull the trigger. Roll initiative.
Try to be creative.
Okay, Ukko, you heard Mishka growl over your comms. And then, if you're paying attention to them, you see them all like fan out and point their guns into the bush that Mishka's in.
Ukko is just gonna start charging in. He's gonna run in, scream, and get the attention off of Mishka.
All right. For a second, you see the one closest to you, who we're going to call Soldier A. She turns and looks and hears you coming, but keeps her focus on the bush. And Soldier C, the one who just poked Mishka with their gun, is going to fire into the bushes.
Oh no.
The shot goes just past your ear, hitting the soil behind you in an explosion of dirt. Soldier B also unloads into the bushes. As they get startled by their comrade's shot, they just pull the trigger and hold it down. Both shots hit you.
What?
For a total of 14 damage.
Ow, holy shit. I am down 2 HP.
You let out a yelp as you are riddled with a couple bullets. Your plan is going south very quickly.
Well, hell. Gonna try to hide. Am I in enough shrubbery where I can try to remain hidden?
Yeah, they definitely don't have your exact position as you're in there. They're sort of firing blindly into the bushes right now.
Alright.
So if you wanted to dive out of the way, especially being an operative, I feel like you have experience in this sort of, maybe not this situation exactly, but getting out of scrapes using the wilderness to your advantage.
Yeah. 21, okay. That's not terrible.
So you are able to duck into the bushes and sort of
Just kind of scurry away.
scurry off into the foliage as deep as you can. Navessa, you see Ukko take off at the sound of Mishka growling and these soldiers spreading out and firing into the bushes. What do you do?
Oh, was that the signal? I give chase to Ukko.
All right, so you also will spend this turn catching up. Soldier A fires into the bushes as well, but you are no longer there, so the bullets just riddle the spot where you previously were.
Ukko rushes forward, sees them where they were shooting, sees the blood in the bushes, and just, with his big but not too powerful breath weapon, just lets fire rain upon them.
Okay, reflex save, DC 13, or take 1 fire damage.
Yep, there it is.
That tickles.
Stop.
Ow. That's... Oh, my eyebrows are still there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm okay.
And on a save, they take half damage.
What's half of 1?
Is 1 damage minimum?
It is minimum.
Yes!
You hear that? You did max damage on them making a save.
However, one of them had a critical success, so I don't think they take any damage.
That's fair.
That's fair.
But the other 2 just had regular successes. So
what?
they each take 1 damage.
Suck it! Alright, I got their attention, and I've set the forest on fire.
And they turn wide-eyed to see this very large, fire-breathing dragon that just emerged from the trees. Soldier C, who was shooting into the bushes, who poked Mishka, turns wide-eyed, full of fear, to see this new dragon man appear and opens fire on you. You take 8 damage as a couple of rounds pelt your thick hide.
How thick is it?
Ow!
And Soldier B also opens fire on you, but misses.
Damn right.
Mishka's going to pull out his handgun and he's going to trick attack the soldier that was closest to the bushes.
So the one that was poking you with their rifle, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, girl.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 24.
I failed my DC check though, so they're not flat-footed, but still. So they don't take the 2 trick attack damage, but...
Right, so just real quick. Trick attack is an operative ability where you roll against the enemy's DC, which is based on their character level and some other parameters. And if you succeed, they take a penalty to their armor class, and you get to deal some extra damage to them. So, from your sneaky hidey spot, they sort of have taken their attention off of the bushes and refocused it on this large dragon man, and you take the opportunity to let off a pot shot, hitting Soldier C for a significant 7 damage.
And then Mishka just like dropped to his belly and essentially just takes out his gun and while laying on the ground just like shoots her in the ankle.
Okay, sure. So she kind of crumples and grabs onto her leg as you see a pool of blood start forming around her foot. Navessa, you arrive on the scene.
I think I'll just help Ukko out. I will use my move action to use my get him on Soldier A.
Give us a little bit of explanation of what Get 'em is.
So Get 'em is one of the Envoy class features. They're improvisations. Using my move action, I can give everybody a +1 morale bonus against that target until the start of my next turn, including myself. How I'm particularly flavoring that with Navessa is basically kind of psychically kind of like suggesting that that target is the one that needs to go first to all of my allies.
Okay, so you just like sort of mentally infuse your teammates with like, this guy's gotta go. And now everybody gets a +1 on him.
Yep. And then I'm going to pull out my azimuth laser pistol, and I'm going to take a shot. I rolled an 18.
That hits for 4 damage against Soldier A, who is the closest to you and Ukko, who is wild-eyed, full of fear, but had a critical success against the fire breath from Ukko. So she gets a well of resolve from deep within her heart and pulls out a combat knife from a sheath on her thigh and just goes to stab you with it, Ukko.
Come at me, ma'am, miss lady.
You get hit for 2 slashing damage as the serrated edge of the knife catches you in the wing, cutting you, letting a little bit of your blood. What color is your blood?
It's dragon color.
Dragon colored, yeah. I'd say I almost imagine a little bit of like a purple, red, blue type.
Okay, so yeah, you see a purplish trickle of blood appear from a cut now on Ukko's wing.
Ukko reacts from the cut to his wing and feels the mental urging, aside from the actual stabbing, and goes to friggin' pike this girl. Come on, I rolled a 7 to hit.
You swing your pike, but she ducks out of the way as it whiffs over her head.
Well, I tried. Just get in between all of them.
You just bum rush into the center of them all.
Yeah, just hit me! Grr.
Okay, Soldier C turns and fulfills your wish as they pull the knife from the sheath on their thigh and go at you with it, going for a couple of slashes here. The first one hits, a critical hit for 4 damage, but the second one misses.
Ow. Okay, that's 9 HP.
Soldier B does not go to attack you with their knife, but continues firing with their rifle at you as you charge forward. But both shots just barely graze past your head. You feel and hear the bullets whizzing past.
Mishka is going to continue scurrying through the bushes and going to trick attack Soldier A near Ukko. Is that one still get-em'd?
That one is still get-em'd until Nevessa's turn, which is next.
Tight.
So that target, if you're watching the video version, the target on Soldier A indicates that one is get-em'd.
Oh, son of a bitch. 7 to hit.
So you scurry through the bushes and try another trick attack on Soldier A, but your shot goes pretty wide as you kind of come to a skidding halt, not really getting the time to line up your shot properly.
Boogers.
You can keep the marker on that one, because I'm going to use my move action to psychically just no, really, hit that one.
I'm trying!
Get him more better.
I'm going to fire off another round.
Oh.
I rolled a natural 1.
Your gun jams and the battery pack falls out of it.
What's happening? Ah!
Alright guys, what game are we playing next?
You guys better be thinking of your next characters. Okay. Soldier A continues her onslaught against you with her knife, Ukko.
Not like this.
Slashing once and missing, slashing again and hitting for 4 more damage.
Stop!
You see another deep cut form on Ukko's back and more purple blood runs down his silvery scales.
Shit. He turns and just really tries to really get him. Really.
Get him good.
Yeah. I rolled a 15 to hit.
That connects as you swing with your large tactical pike and connect with the armor of Soldier A, throwing her aside. You hear a crunch as her armor crumples a little bit, but she picks herself back up. Ukko just lets out a war cry as as you see just blood dripping from him, and now from his tactical pike, which has human blood on it, which
Yay!
is, you know, at least
Different.
partially good.
Yeah. It's a good sign.
Soldier C continues her onslaught against you with her knife, but misses as you deftly dodge out of the way. But she takes a couple steps back to try to reposition herself, and now you find yourself flanked by both of these two soldiers, A and C.
Just as I planned.
Soldier B steps out from behind their comrade and just continues firing at you,
No. I reject that. Do not want.
hitting you
Damn it.
for 3 damage.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What are you at?
I'm at 2 hit points.
So both Ukko and Mishka are currently at 2 HP in the first combat encounter of the game.
Yeah, going great, baby. Gonna flank Soldier A with Ukko, so if I don't kill them, hopefully he'll at least have some advantages on him.
Yeah, the 2 guys with no health flank Soldier A.
We've got this.
Pull out my survivor knife. Hey, 19 to hit for 3 damage.
Okay, you emerge from the bushes with your knife and just drive it into Soldier A's back, and she crumples to the ground dead.
Oh, thank God. Now there's only 2 of them.
I'm gonna need reflex saves from both of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a sticky bomb grenade. So yeah, so basically throw out a little canister 20 feet from my person.
So you run forward and chuck a grenade, almost looks like a smoke bomb, in between soldiers B and C, the ones who are still standing. And what comes out of it? What sort of...
Since it's like a sticky bomb, I imagine it's like some sort of like chemical compound, like it's 2 canisters, like when I twist and activate it, the 2 different chemical compounds inside of it begin to kind of like intermix.
Gotcha. So you run forward and chuck this canister, and it rolls on the ground, and then you just see this foam emerge out of it and start spreading across a 10-foot area and envelops both of these soldiers' legs, and they look down confused and try to pull their legs out but fail to do so.
Hey.
Okay.
So yeah, they're both entangled.
That was my expensive grenade, guys. Make it count.
Ukko attacks Soldier C, rolling a 17!
Hey.
To hit for 7 damage. You cut Soldier C down.
Hey.
Please describe how you kill them.
Just turns wild-eyed and bloody, and just straight through the head. Took advantage of their entanglement and ness.
You yank your pike from the side of their helmet, and a spurt of blood follows it out, and the soldier slumps to the ground.
Yeah, Ukko yanks it out of the head and just gives it a quick spin, showing its reach to this guy like, I can hit you.
Soldier B, the last remaining soldier, looks completely terrified, seeing the reach of your pike is more than long enough to hit him from 15 feet away. He raises his gun to fire at you, and you take your attack of opportunity on him.
Yeah, Ukko just goes, and swings his pike, almost like a slash across if he could. I know it's piercing, but whatever. Rolling a 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
He ducks out of the way and lets loose a barrage of bullets that also complete... Oh, wait, no, the first one hits you.
Oh, no.
For 1 damage. 1 damage, for real.
What are the odds?
But the second one misses.
Holy crap, I am at 1 health.
I think Mishka is gonna run across and just kind of use Ukko as a bouncing board and jump off and like fire mid-air and land in the bushes.
You connect, hitting for a total of 6 damage, and you see a spurt of blood erupt from the soldier's breastplate as the shot pierces through the armor, but he stays standing. How long does the entangle last from that grenade?
roll 2d4. 5 rounds.
Okay.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I'm going to get him on Soldier B, and then I'm going to move back over to where I dropped my ammunition.
Ukko's just thrusting his pike towards his gut.
All right.
Rolling a 14 to hit with whatever the bonuses I get and stuff.
And the pike pierces through the armor. You lift him, pulling him out of the entangling foam, and just like hold him in the air for a second as he slides down your pike, and you see the life leave his eyes, and then you let his body fall to the ground.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Maybe we take a breather.
Well, that could have gone better.
I agree. They saw through my clever ruse.
Yes, the very clever ruse of growling.
Pretending to be a normal dog.
This dog's wearing armor. Woof.
Orf.
Should we see if these three have anything on their persons that might give us any clues to what we're dealing with here?
Yes.
That sounds like a really good idea. I'm just gonna sit down for a minute. Oh, God. Ow, 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 ow. And he just sits on the floor.
You do that, friend. You did very well. Take a breather.
So if I wanted to look through their person,
You don't need to roll anything because they are just dead on the ground. So you roll over the corpse of Soldier A as she lies bloodied on the ground. The knife wound in her back is still bleeding profusely, but you roll her over. She's holding a knife and a rifle that still has 4 shots in it, and you find another clip that has 6 more bullets in it on her person.
I take the knife.
I'll take the long arm rounds from them.
From all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, you get a total of 26 long arm rounds.
Cool. That will come in handy.
So they didn't have anything on them that would indicate who they are, who they're working for, or any type of comm unit on them?
Nope.
Well, I suggest we get away from this mess and find somewhere where we can lay low and you two can treat your wounds.
It is probably a good idea.
What? Huh? What?
Let's move over here, friend. And he taps him on the knee.
Fall over dead.
for two damage.
New character. His name is Ukko.
Nevessa takes her newfound survival knife and just finishes the other two off.
My work here is done. She gets back into Sundering Eclipse and takes off, and now we have a spin-off series.
She pulls off her rubber mask, and she was the space goblin pirate I wanted to play all along.
Oh, shit. Now we roll an evil campaign. So you guys trudge a little bit further into the forest. You manage to duck into the woods and spend some time to regroup and refill your stamina points.
Oh, okay. I caught my breath, but I am still bleeding profusely. I think I could take another one, though. No problem. Easy stuff. Think of the paycheck.
You're doing your job well, friend.
Yes, you did your job quite well. I was completely unharmed during that fight.
Yay.
I appreciate your efforts.
Thank you.
We'll sneak on ahead, I guess.
Yep. This time I believe we all shall stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
24 stealth for Mishka.
13 stealth for Nevessa?
And big boy over here, 0.
Big rolls for the big boy.
Ukko, could you keep it down? What? Huh? What?
I love you rolled a 3 minus 1 minus 2.
Cheese.
That's beautiful. So, 10 minutes pass. You guys decide to continue on towards the colony. Mishka, once again, you duck into the bushes, disappearing into the foliage. Nevessa, you do your best to hide. You are stepping lightly, but you don't disappear into the bushes as well as Mishka. And Ukko, you're just fucking out in the open.
I'm just walking down the middle like, fucking, come on! Who's next? I took a 10-minute breather, I'm ready to go.
Another 20 minutes passes. You guys trudge through the wilderness, doing your best to be quiet or not be quiet. And eventually you come to another clearing that has a single tree in the center.
Another clearing, no!
I need perception checks from everybody, please.
I roll a 13 perception.
21.
7.
Ukko and Mishka notice that tree in the center is rustling a little bit, but there's no wind passing through this clearing.
Shh, there's rustling.
Come out with your hands up!
Well, alright. Mishka just drops and pulls out a sniper rifle.
Either come fight me or surrender. Only cowards use guns unless they're my friends.
Only cowards and my friends use guns. All right. 3 creatures suddenly erupt into the clearing. One falls from the tree at the center of the clearing and lands deftly on 2 short legs and 2 long arms. And 2 more erupt from the bushes, the long grass at the edges of the clearing. You see these strange simian creatures that are covered in blue and brown fur, and they have large eyes without irises or pupils. Just big black eyes and a wide, flat face. Nevessa, let's get a life science check from you to see if you have any idea what these things are called.
I sometimes know things about things.
Get a library nerd check.
Nope.
The one that dropped from the tree, we're going to call Creature B, comes running forward and just launches himself at you, Ukko.
Oh god!
And tries to latch onto you and bite you. You knock it aside with your big, beefy arm, and it does not get any teeth sunk into you.
Don't want to draw unneeded attention to us, so Mishka's gonna put away his sniper rifle and pull out his knife.
My knife.
His knife!
His knife. And check attack on Monkey B.
How are you hitting it with your knife from so far away?
He's gonna move up. So that's a 12 to hit.
You erupt from the bushes. They get caught off guard as you use their same tactic against them. You run up behind the strange monkey creature, and as you're running by, you just slash it with the blade of your knife, connecting for a total of 4 damage.
Everything here is so violent. I love hate it. So Ukko repositions a little and just let breath weapon fly for a whopping 6 damage.
Hey, there you go.
If they fail.
They both fail.
Hey.
Yes! 6 damage to both of them!
As the fire subsides, they are both just burnt crisps of monkey on the ground.
Dinner.
The last remaining creature sees its 2 friends get turned into roasted monkey. Its eyes go wide, and it turns to flee into the bushes. Yes, it does just disappear into the wilderness.
Hey, we did it.
That fight went the exact opposite.
Ukko will just pick this roasted one right in front of him and just...
Oh.
If it's small enough to be like a pop in the mouth sort of thing, he'll just throw the whole thing in.
They are tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, so he just picks it up and...
I mean, it tastes like burnt hair, mostly. You know what? I'm gonna roll to see how this thing tastes. It tastes bad. It tastes real bad.
Don't eat them. Don't eat them. Do not.
As you bite into it, it's like when you put, like a D battery on your tongue. You get that feeling throughout like your entire mouth, and just this taste of like bitterness and burnt hair and battery acid.
Great. Do not eat. Gross. Very gross. Oh.
All right, let's keep going. Maybe try not to make as much noise.
All right, I need new stealth rolls from whoever's trying to stealth.
Hey, 13.
That's not bad.
6.
Oh boy, and a 15 for me.
Oh, we are not stealthy.
Everyone did great. I'm trying to help Ukko be stealthy.
You're like, no, don't step on every single twig.
But I like stepping on the sticks. It reminds me of the crushing bones of my enemies.
I've killed another. I've killed another. My enemies die before me.
Stop. You will die if you're not quiet.
As you guys are continuing west, doing your best to help Ukko learn how to be a sneaky boy, you hear some heavy footsteps coming from the northwest. And suddenly, you see a human man emerge. He comes careening out of the trees in the fog, and you see that he's not wearing any armor, just a plain gray jumpsuit. And he skids to a halt a few feet from you, and his eyes go wide in fear as he sees you, and he says, "Oh shit, no! Oh wait, you're not one of them!" And you hear more footsteps coming from behind him, and his eyes go wide again. He says, "Oh shit, they're coming, you gotta hide me!" And he jumps into the bushes here and out of sight.
Alright.
And seconds later, a couple more of the soldiers in armor
Oh boy.
come running from the same direction that he emerged from. And they lock eyes with you and raise their weapons. Roll initiative.
No, it's cool, man.
He went that way.
He probably killed some of your friends, too.
Would you want some roasted monkey?
So you can't actually see the soldiers on this Roll20 map, but you can see them through this foliage in the center on the other side of the clearing. Navessa, you are up first.
Just going to run over here and take cover.
Okay.
Since we're at least aware of each other, can I at least try to, hide here?
They lose sight of you as you run forward, basically.
Hey, stealth for 15. That's not so bad.
With a 15 stealth, you duck into the bushes, and you actually see that man in the bushes next to you.
Oh, hey, friend. One sec. We'll wrap this situation up, and then we can talk.
All right, then.
Okay, Mishka's going to run and dive back into the bushes, keeping his head low. In mid-air, he's going to flip around and try to do a trick attack and shoot mid-air. So that is a 29 on survival.
You see these soldiers come, and you're just like, oh, god damn it, back into the bushes. You John Woo these soldiers as you dive into the bushes. You see some alien doves come from behind you, and you let off a shot hitting, which one are you shooting at? The one northmost, we're gonna call Soldier A. The one southmost is Soldier B. A is a female, B is a man.
Soldier A, the northernmost one, is the one I have the best vision on.
Okay, you fire at her, hitting for a total of 5 damage, and she lets out a yelp as the shot catches her in the shoulder.
Ukko is going to fly into the air above the rocks and do a charge combat maneuver at the soldiers.
I'm doing it at B.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 1.
Oh, right.
Which gets bumped up to a 6, but that natural 1, the pike gets stuck as you were going to charge them. It gets stuck in its sheath, and you try to yank it out, but it doesn't come, and you come to like a skidding halt, sort of crash landing in front of them, holding your pike still sheathed on your back, as you look at them like,
maybe we could talk.
Nice.
Soldier B does not seem very interested in that idea. And goes to stab you with their knifey knife.
I don't like those.
But you, just barely faint out of the way, and the tip of the knife skims. You can feel the air move across your chest, but it does not connect. The other soldier, Soldier A, also produces her knife and goes to attack you with it for a couple slashes. The first one you also see coming and duck, but she follows up with a flourish that catches you off guard and hits you for 3 damage.
Ooh, My stamina.
Right in the stamina.
Yeah, she got me right in the stamina.
All right, Navessa.
Stay put. We'll talk more after this. And I'm gonna duck around the corner here. See that Ukko's got some friends. And I'm going to fire my pistol at Soldier A. 19 to hit.
That connects as you emerge from behind the tree in your cover and catch the soldier off guard, hitting them in the exposed skin of their neck for 4 damage. And you see a very painful looking burn mark / welt appear on their neck where you hit them. They don't look too good.
Mishka is going to run up and take cover behind this rock, and he will trick attack using the rock as cover, shooting around it. That's a 16th hit for 1 damage.
Managing to just graze them, and they only take 1 damage.
You're more than welcome to surrender.
Ukko, your turn.
I'm going to attack B again. Let me try and get my pike out this time. I roll a 24 to hit.
Damn!
For 11 damage, that connects.
Damn!
Ukko stabs into his shoulder, kind of slides back on the shaft of his pike, and then pulls it out once he's stepped back a bit.
Soldier B drops his knife as you yank the pike out of him and very laboredly pulls his rifle up. Get your opportunity attack if you would like.
Yes, please. 10 to hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately, as he fires off a round at you, hitting you for 4 damage. Soldier A also raises her rifle. She's struggling with her messed up shoulder and burnt neck to aim properly, and her shot goes wide and does not connect with anything.
Okay.
Navessa, back to you.
All right, I'm going to get him on Soldier A.
Get him.
Get her.
Get him, as in them.
Get M.
I see. Emily.
Get Emily. How did you know my...
I'm psychic. Anyway, 17 to hit.
You psychically implant the idea to get this lady soldier into your allies' brains, as well as your own, and you take a shot at her with your laser pistol, rolling a 17 to hit for 1 damage. It connects as another blast of laser splashes against her armor. The splash damage of it sort of gets up into her face, and she winces in pain as she takes that 1 damage.
Mishka is going to kick some dirt and debris into the air to use as cover so he can trick attack against Soldier A. 28 survival for my trick attack. 20 to hit for so that's a total of 4 damage.
All right, you did not even need that extra damage, edging her in the face, and she goes flying backwards and lands on the ground motionless.
Emily, no!
Emily!
I loved you!
Last chance to surrender or you'll end up like Emily.
So, Ukko, after having stabbed the dude, and now his friend is dead,
Emily.
Ukko's gonna be like, you can end up like the rest, or you can kneel.
All right.
So I'm gonna try and intimidate. I rolled a 19!
Hey, all right.
That's pretty
all right.
good. But this guy just looks you in the eye and spits a bloody loogie onto the ground and shoulders his weapon.
Alright, well then Ukko kind of gets a smirk and just goes, good. And then tries to stab him again. Rolling an 8.
You go for a lunge to stab Soldier B again, but he manages to dodge out of the way and does not get hit.
Son bitch.
And he goes for another shot on you. You can take another attack of opportunity on him if you want.
Yes, please. I would like that very much. 22 to hit for 9 damage.
Jeez.
Okay, so he raises his gun and is just like has a snarl on his face as he goes to pull the trigger. But as he goes to do that, you see his face go blank as your pike finds its mark on your follow-up attack, and he just dies.
And then lowers him to the ground and say, you fought with honor and you didn't surrender. And I make it quick and just through his head.
Okay.
All right, I need another 10 minutes, guys.
Take your time.
I'll sit over here and keep an eye out.
Hello, friend. Are you still over here? They're gone now.
As the battle winds down and you go over to find this man who dived into the bushes, he comes crawling out and looks around warily and he says, "Good work. I actually managed to kill one myself, but I mean, look at me, I'm no soldier, not like you lot. I'd be dead if it weren't for you. Who are you guys anyways?"
We're not all soldiers, but we're here to help.
Here to help? What?
Yeah, we were invited here by Sedona, a mutual contact of all of ours.
As you say the name Sedona, a look of confusion and then understanding crosses his face and he says, "Oh, you're that lot that's supposed to bring our supplies, ain't you?"
Yes, that is us.
Well, I guess I'm happy you arrived, but, well, this whole situation's gone to shit if I'm being honest.
Can you tell us what's happened? Who are these people attacking?
Well, I guess it all kind of started with that damn meteor, or whatever it was. We saw it crash land about, I don't know, 10, maybe 20 miles from here. We sent some scouts and researchers out to go check it out, Corsica and your friend Sedona. They went with a few others, and they actually figured out that it was some kind of, high-tech probe or something like that. The real weird part, though, was that probe, they said that it landed next to, like, an old crashed starship that we somehow missed when we first got here. You believe that? It's been here for ages, apparently.
And no one's discovered it before. That is quite odd.
Yeah, I mean, from what they said, it's been there for a long, long-ass time. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Jellic Folsom, and as you probably surmise, I'm one of the colonists from Madelon's Landing.
He's adorable.
Pleased to meet you, Jellic. I am Nevessa Voss, and the fellow over there is Mishka, and our dragonkin friend who's napping on the other side of the bushes over here is Ukko.
I'm not napping, I'm keeping watch. Ukko Taranis-Bronte.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ukko and Nevessa and Mishka. Like I said, I'd be dead without y'all, so thank you very much. Yeah, so we went and we looked at that crashed starship. We started bringing tech back. And, Sedona was real excited about it. I ain't seen her that excited since we first landed. And she took that tech to Madelon and to Abretta, who's our best mechanic, and also my ex-wife. And it wasn't long after that the starship started appearing, and they blasted the hell out of our communications tower. And next thing we knew, the entire colony was swarming with these soldiers. We couldn't do a damn thing about it. They rounded us all up, and their leader, this stern, intimidating woman, she told us that this whole planet is now part of the Azlanti Empire. Can you believe that? The Azlanti Empire here of all places?
Azlanti?
So you guys have definitely heard of the Azlanti Empire before. They're a very militaristic, expansionist, some might even say fascist empire, made up of mostly humans who left the Pact Worlds like thousands of years ago, before the Gap, and they've gone out into the vast and taken over a bunch of planets and conquered a bunch of races, sort of, with an iron fist, so they're not really considered very good guys in this world, and all attempts to have some sort of diplomatic relation with them has always ended poorly. There's lots of conflict with the Pact Worlds themselves, so there's a lot of baggage and fear and just negativity that comes along with the name Azlanti Empire.
So surmise to say that they probably came here for that crashed vehicle.
That probe.
Maybe it belonged to them, or there's something important about it.
Yeah, that's what all those of us at the colony have sort of put together. They say that everything on this planet, ship included, is theirs. Hell if I know what they want with it, but they showed up not too long after we found it, so I figure it's probably connected in some way.
Hey, what was your name? Jello?
My name is Jellic Folsom.
Jellic. What the hell are those monkey things?
Oh, you're talking about the Hobgars? Yeah, they're a pain in the ass, but as long as you sort of stay out of their territory, you should be fine.
Right, well, keep an eye out, fucking monkeys.
We had to take care of a few of those.
Oh, you stumbled into one of their nests, huh? Yeah, they're tricky little bastards. They'll drop down on you. They don't like people coming in their territory, and they'll come out there. They're mischievous. They've stolen things from the colony. We got a patrol. Well, we had a patrol up, but now it's mostly the Azlanti who keep them at bay.
How long have they been here, you said?
The Azlanti?
Yeah.
Oh, they've been here for, I don't know, maybe about a week, 2 weeks, something like that.
And Sedona's been missing this whole time.
Oh no, Sedona's been, well, I haven't seen her for a while, but I assume she's still with them, being held captive maybe in their garrison that they set up in the middle of camp.
Did any others manage to escape, or is it just you?
Yeah, I wasn't the first one. There are others who tried to go, but, they weren't as lucky as me, let's say.
Would you be willing to lead us back so we can get to the encampment, or would you prefer to continue your course of retreat?
Well, I mean, to be completely honest, I didn't really have much of a plan of action. I just wanted to get the hell out of there. But, I guess I owe you guys, so yeah, I'll take you back to the colony. Hell, I can even sneak you in, maybe.
Yes, it would be wonderful to have some local information.
Yeah, there's a hidden hatch behind Bretta's workshop. I think that I could get you in through there. She's gonna be pissed as hell, but, it's the least I can do for y'all saving me.
Well, I'm sure she'll probably look over that trespassing if we are able to help them out. Do you know how many of the Azlanti are here on this planet?
On the planet? I'm not sure about that, but from what I've seen, at least in our colony, when they disembarked from their ships around us, I saw, maybe about 30 of them. And they're all armed to the teeth, though, mind you, so I wouldn't try anything too drastic. No heroics, you know what I'm saying?
So, we gotta go in looking like, regulars?
He sort of looks at you. Yeah, he looks at you, Ukko. He's like, yeah, you're gonna be hard to hide, big man, but,
Yeah.
we'll see what we can do.
Jeez. Well, first off, did you happen to bring any supplies with you? Money, maybe?
He pats his pockets. He's like, I kind of just dipped out of there when I saw the opportunity. All I got with me is my trusty laser pistol. Did I mention that I killed one of these fools?
Good job.
Yes, you did.
He looks very proud of himself as he says that.
You wouldn't happen to have any medical supplies that we can use to heal up our big friend over there?
I'm fine, I don't need it.
He notices how bloody you are, Ukko, and he says, no, I'm sorry, but back at the colony, yeah, we got plenty.
Maybe that should be our first course of action. Try to get some medicine to help you and I out.
Do we really want to bring him back? He just got out.
No, it's fine, really. Like I said, it's the least I can do, and what else am I gonna do? Go hide on your ship until you come back?
Hey, listen, friend, I'm a pretty good tracker and pretty used to traveling the wilds. If you can give me direction, I should be able to find my way there. And if you want to, you can absolutely hide on my ship. I can tell Cooper to let you in, and you can...
He's an asshole, but...
Hey, he's programmed that way. He can't help it.
Is there food on that ship?
Yes.
How long you think I can survive out there?
Mishka, a moment, and I kind of pull Mishka aside.
Yes.
Are you sure that we wouldn't want him with us? He seems like he'd be a valuable asset, knowing the land much better than any of us possibly could. He's lived here, he knows the people, he knows probably the best places to hide if he was able to escape. I understand your concern for wanting to keep him safe, but he seems competent enough in a fight.
Well, that is up to him. I won't force him to. If he escaped on his own, I won't force him to go back. But if he wants to help us...
I'm real good at hiding.
Sneaks up behind him.
Look, if y'all are here to help, I would be remiss if I were to just go hide on your ship, if I'm being honest. I can't just stand by. I gotta do what I can do to help out my people.
That's honorable.
Very noble.
Tactically thinking, I think it would be in our best interest for you to come with us.
I agree, and trust me, if you were to just appear in Bretta's workshop, she would not be happy. So maybe, I think it's best that I come with you.
You're a good man, Jello.
It's Jellic, but
Jellic, sorry.
thank you, Oku.
Yep. I've lost a lot of blood, I'm sorry. It's a lot more fun fighting when everything's a little wibbly wobbly.
Right. If you say so. Well, if everybody's feeling up to it, I'm kind of feeling a little bit antsy just standing here. I think it'd probably be best if we get moving.
Yes, let us press on.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Ukko steps and stretches his wings and his tail, and all the blood and cuts open a bit. And he's like, ow.
That looks bad, my friend. Let's get you some bandages. Follow me.